Ready?
I am ready.
All righty. Welcome to Broom Talk, the podcast where witches, healers, and magic makers gather to share their journeys, their magic, and their truths. I'm your host, Priestess Mellisa of Enchanted Dragonfly, inviting you to take a seat at the broom circle because the real magic is in the stories we tell. So let's stir the cauldron and speak the spell. So I have a new magical being with me today. So tell us your name and your business name.
Hi. My name is Missy Cohen. My business is Just Breathe, which is a salt room and healing center in Westborough, Massachusetts.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I love that. And where exactly where is it located?
Where is it located? So we're right on East Main Street. We're across, many people are familiar with Arturo's restaurant. Okay. And we're right across the street from Arturo's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And could you tell us a little bit more about what you do?
Absolutely. So we do a lot at Just Breathe. So I believe you had Francesca Moroni on here, and she definitely talked quite a bit about the salt room, which was exciting. Yeah. And we also are connected to Julie Vincent and Brie Barossa. So we have a lot of common friends. Yeah. And we do all of those things, right? We do mediumship there. We do tarot card readings. We do Reiki. But of course, the main thing that we do is the salt room. And the salt room is a room that you sit in. And what happens is you breathe in the salt, and it's a natural antihistamine. So it's great for things like asthma and allergies. It's a naturally anti-inflammatory, and it supports the immune system. And it also has negative ions in the room, and those negative ions help with stress, anxiety, sleep, all good things.
Ah, that sounds amazing.
So it's a very relaxing space. And we do a lot of other things in that room or in the facility. We do, like I said, we do Reiki. We offer Reiki in the salt room. Francesca does beautiful guided meditation in the salt room. What else do? We do all sorts of workshops. We have a shamanic circle once a month. We do sound healings. We have mediumship, all sorts of good stuff. And I myself am a functional medicine practitioner, so that's a piece of it as well.
Nice. Oh, that all sounds amazing. I love that.
Thank
you.
It's
such a beautiful space to just go in and then just get some healing, relax, breathe. Yeah, which is important. I feel like sometimes we kind of like stop our own breathing.
For sure. Yep.
How did you start doing what you do?
So it's kind of a dual story. I started functional medicine about 20 years ago. And the way I got into that was my own personal journey where I wasn't feeling well. I was tired all the time. I couldn't get out of bed. And when I got home from work, I couldn't wait to go back to bed. And as you know, that's not a way to live. And I had 2 young boys. Well, I still have 2 boys, but now they're grown up. And, I went to the doctor and they ran the lab work and they said, "You're fine." Have you ever heard that?
Yeah.
You're fine. I wasn't fine. I knew I wasn't fine. So I started looking around. I came across someone who does functional medicine. And when they did testing on me and everything, it turned out that I had polycystic ovarian syndrome, PCOS. I was pre-diabetic. My hormones were way out of whack, and I was just really not fine. And the other piece of this journey, or another piece of this journey, was my own son, Joshua. He would come home from school today, and I know many moms are familiar with this. He would drink 2 big glasses of milk. I'd be like, "Oh my God, I'm the best mom. My kid is drinking his milk. That's so great." Turned out he was addicted to milk, and every night he would have extreme stomach cramps and stomach pain. And again, it was a functional medicine practitioner who figured out that he was lactose intolerant. And that just sent me down that journey of functional medicine. And then on a retreat that I was doing for functional medicine, it was May, it was in Vermont, and this allergy thing was really, really bad. You know, the headache, the foggy brain, the congestion, just really unwell. And they took us to a salt room. And that was quite honestly life-changing. I walked out of that salt room, and I think it was the first time I ever took a real breath. And I was like, that is crazy. Yeah. And the scientist in me was like, "Oh, it's a fluke. It's just a fluke." And I started going to a salt room in Salem, New Hampshire. And I would go there once every couple of weeks, once a month. And I haven't taken allergy medicines. It's been 10 years.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I opened Just Breathe in response to that. That was we needed one closer to home, and there weren't any. So they're starting to pop up now, but we are definitely one of the originals in Massachusetts.
Nice. That's awesome. And is it literally the Himalayan salt, like in the room?
Yeah.
Like
So there's two types of salt rooms. There's ones that look like a cave, and there's ones with the Himalayan salt wall. So ours is a room, not a cave. So we have a tile floor. We do yoga in there, and we have the Himalayan salt wall, which is beautiful to look at.
Yeah, I can imagine. That's great. And it's funny how like too many medical diagnoses are too scientifical in a way. Like, does that make sense? It's instead of being more of a spiritual one, where of course it does affect the body as well, and the body, sometimes has ailments. But I feel like a lot of it is just so easily dismissed by a scientific test. Where the data isn't matching what's happening. So they, instead of like looking further, more often than not, it's just dismissed.
It's in your head.
Yeah.
I have a perfect example of that today. I have a little bit of congestion, you can probably tell.
A little bit.
Yeah. So when we're congested like this, you know this, what's that mean?
Like, I feel like sometimes it's, it might be like a chakra blocked, or what have you, I mean, that's where it comes to mind most of the time. But
yeah. Also, I've heard from that Louise Hay's book, Heal Your Body, Heal Your Soul.
Okay.
I might have got the title wrong, but that congestion means that you're annoyed with somebody.
That's funny.
Yep. So yeah, but to your point, that I have a spiritual explanation for why I feel that way today. And I also have a biological explanation because I drank hard cider last night, and hard cider for me causes a huge histamine release. And now I'm all congested. So I know what to do about it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you feel like treating yourself.
Well, yeah, I can see that. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. And what type of practitioner are you?
So I am a certified functional medicine health coach. That is what I do. I also am a Reiki practitioner as part of my business. And so that's really what I do. And then within my practice, I have all sorts of other practitioners. So I have someone who practices Traeger, which is a somatic body movement awareness practice. It's fascinating. It's done on a massage table. And anybody that has an injury or holds themselves a certain way because of pain, she helps reset the nervous system to get out of that holding pattern. Fascinating stuff.
Yeah.
So we have, transformational medicine practitioners there. We have people that do tarot cards. We have a shaman that comes and works with us. Yeah, lots of different practitioners. Nice. I'm sure I missed somebody.
That's right.
Yes. Yeah, I did. I miss Ebonique, who does mala beads.
Oh, those are beautiful.
Thank you. Nice. Yeah, I wore them on purpose today so I could talk about them.
Nice. Those are gorgeous. Yeah. Nice. What is your spiritual origin story or an awakening?
Oh, that's a good one. So it's fascinating to me because I don't know if anybody can really pinpoint the moment that it happened. Right? My mother, German, grew up in World War II Germany. Very much, we shut everything down, right? And when I was like 6, I remember we lived in this house on the Cape, and there were Indian ghosts coming in underneath my door. And I had this recurring dream about these Indian ghosts coming in under the door. And my mother was like, oh, it's just a dream, don't worry about it. It kept happening. And then about a year later, we started researching it a little bit, and it turned out our house was on an Indian cemetery.
Oh, no.
So that, like, looking back, that was probably my first experience. And of course, I've had other things happen along the way. I remember when I lived in an apartment in Arlington, it was a studio apartment, and there was a balcony. And again, a dream that there was black crows lining the balcony railing. And my mother, who doesn't believe in this, said, you need to move right away. That's a sign of death. You need to get out. So, yeah.
Interesting.
Yep. But we don't talk about this. We don't believe in this. But yeah, but there it is.
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like, even if someone isn't a believer, but it's similar, their outlook or their views are similar. And they see one thing like that, and it just comes out and like their
sideways.
Like their boundaries or how they want to filter it is lowered a little bit. So when they do express it, they're like, oh, there's a lot of cars you need to go.
Right? Yeah.
What's your daily spiritual or magical practice like?
Oh, daily spiritual. I call my practice more ritual. And I don't think people associate like what they do every day with like a magical practice or anything like that. So start my day very consistently. You know, we have a yoga practice. My husband and I do a yoga practice every morning. We make a healthy breakfast every morning, which feeding your body is just as important as feeding your soul. We do meditation in the morning, not every day. Some days, you know, life gets in the way, but probably 3 or 4 times a week we have a meditation in the morning. And then sometime during the day, I do some kind of a journaling practice. So, and much of my journaling practice involves manifestation. Dreaming about the future and writing it down so I can see it again. And then when it happens, be like, oh, look at that.
It's something about connecting with the mind and then the hand and writing it out. And it's almost like it helps manifest. You know, I just picture the magic, you know, the energy swirls. Yeah. Who or what inspires your path the most?
Who or what inspires my path? I think that would go, going back to the functional medicine. So way back. So I did hospital laboratory work for 30 years. Talk about soul breaking. And no offense to anybody that does that. It's needed. But for me, it was a clock watching job that I really did not enjoy. And I was working in the lab. And what I would see like, for example, hemoglobin A1Cs. I would see them keep going up and up and up. And nobody's talking to these people about what they're eating, about what if they're resting or not, what their stress levels are, how they can control their stress levels. All of these things are what functional medicine is all about. So again, when Joshua got sick, and a friend of mine said, you need to meet this person. Her name was Tracy Harrison. She runs the School of Applied Functional Medicine that I'm certified through. And she was my first health coach. And she worked with me with my son. And when we started turning Joshua's health around, I was inspired for sure. Like, she's really helping people, and that's what I want to do. So again, going through the functional medicine, learning all of that, opening up the salt room. And I feel like the salt room not only helps people heal physically, but also spiritually. But I also feel like it's a door, if you will, for people that want to explore spirituality. It's not like super witchy. We have some stuff around, but it's not super witchy. It's not too intimidating. So it kind of gives people the space to step through.
It's got that magical, metaphysical vibe to it, or holistic, which we all seem to be connected anyway.
I totally agree.
Awesome.
Yeah, all our herbs and teas and everything. We say they're witchy, but there's a little bit of medicine behind it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And like the classic witch, what have you, way back when, and the cauldron and stuff, but way back when, that's what they were calling the healers, or the astronomers, or just somebody who had a premonition or just knew what you were thinking, or you know what I mean?
The
like intuition, and what was the biggest challenge you faced on your journey, and how did you overcome it?
So the biggest challenge on my journey, my poor mom, I'm sorry, Mom. The biggest challenge was by far my mother. So when I decided to become a functional medicine health coach, now mind you, she grew up in World War II Germany. She's all about, don't let anybody see you. So one of the first things was when I became that functional medicine health coach and I started calling in my clients, she was like, well, who's going to listen to you? So, thanks, Mom. And then, we'll let that go by. And then when I opened Just Breathe in, what was that, 2017, 2018, I opened Just Breathe, she said to me, well, I'll never step foot inside your store, your place. So she just wasn't meant to be there. And honestly, I overcame that. I had always listened to her, right? I went into medicine because she wanted to be a doctor. So I should want to be a doctor. And then my pushback at 19 was to become a med tech. And so it was always like what she wanted. And when I was probably in my mid to late 40s, I was like, wait a minute, this is not who I am. And I started, to be fair to my mother, she always said, when you turn 50, you're going to know who you are. And I was like, probably mid to late 40s, I was like, well, I know I'm not this.
Yeah.
And then, and that's really when I started exploring more of my spirituality, and I started thinking about opening Just Breathe. And I would flip oracle cards, and every day it was like, you're on the right path, keep going, keep doing this. And I was like, okay. So yeah.
Nice.
And then I found the space by accident, and I was literally walking by an empty storefront, and I was like, oh my God, that's where we belong.
Nice. Isn't that how funny how something like that happens? Just whether it's you go down a different path, or you took a left instead of a right, and then it's fascinating.
And it's like, and your whole life changes.
Yeah, absolutely. What tools, methods, or spirits guide your work?
I love that. So, like all of us, we have guides. There's so many guides. I would say my number one guide is my grandmother, my father's mother, has always got my back. Even now, I'll see like something will happen, and I'll be like, I don't know what to do here, and a feather will drop out of nowhere.
Yeah,
it's like, okay,
yeah.
So she definitely has my back. She's definitely there with me all the time. When I go into my Akashic records, it's always Shamuel who shows up, one of the angels, and he's always there. And for me, he looks like Jesus Christ, but he's Shamuel. Tools, so many tools. You can see my bracelets, always the protection, the colors, all about the protection. Putting myself out there. This bracelet says crushing it, just a reminder.
Oh, nice. Yes.
One of my clients literally took this off of her wrist and handed it to me.
Oh,
yeah.
That's nice.
And so lots of tools. We use incense to clear the space. We do use a lot of sage, a lot of Palo Santo, a lot of grid work. And we teach people all of this at Just Breathe. These are our workshops that we do. We do like a full moon ceremony with grids and meditation. All of that stuff, the drumming, the shamanic drumming. I recently got married, and we had a shaman do our wedding vows.
Oh, nice.
And it was fantastic. And she cleared the space. So in the morning, if you guys don't believe this works, here's proof. In the morning, when we were setting things up, there was yellow jackets all over the place. There were big fat bumblebees all over the place. And I was like, oh, this could be not good. She cleared that space. We did not see a yellow jacket. I still haven't seen it. Well, now we've had frost, but I still haven't seen a yellow jacket. And we had a rabbit at our wedding. We had a groundhog at our wedding. A hawk. We have a hawk that flies around our house a lot, but the hawk that day came and swooped down right over the ceremony. It was crazy. It was crazy. I believe she called all that in.
Yeah, like a little Disney movie.
All the birds flittering around.
A Disney princess coming in. It's funny how it's like the animals felt safe, or that it was okay to come in.
They really did. The groundhogs, my Mimi, my right-hand girl, she was my maid of honor, if you will, and the groundhog just sat there. She walked this close to it, was taking pictures.
Yeah, nice.
And it's like, okay, whatever. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and chew.
I wonder what I wonder what the spiritual symbolism for a groundhog is. I mean, I know what rabbits is like.
Rabbits is abundance,
fertility, that sort of thing. Groundhog, I'm wondering if it had something to do with grounding, but also that yin and yang of hiding, but also coming out because they hide on the ground. And
I didn't know that. Yeah, I did look it up at the time, but I've unfortunately forgotten. I'll have to review that.
Yeah. Awesome. How do you stay energetically protected and grounded?
Energetically protected. Wow. Energetically protected. I would say we call on St. Michael a lot at Just Breathe, and he guards our door.
Nice.
Very, very seldom do we get anybody that really doesn't belong there. Very seldom. It happens, but not too often. And we use a lot of grids. I have a dear client who moved to North Carolina who set up a grid to protect the whole space. And we have little crystal collections, if you will, in each corner of the store that she put there. So we have that going on. Me personally, I don't have it today, but I wear a lot of jewelry that protects me. A lot of, again, colors that protect me. A lot of red, which is very protective. Again, my mother said, always wear red underwear because that protects you. The one who's not a witch and doesn't believe in any of this. Yeah, always have red underwear on. So yeah, there's a lot of that. And grounding, for the grounding stuff, breath work. I believe you had Bree on. She does an amazing amount of breath work. She's very, very good with teaching people it and having the music for different situations. She's amazing. So a lot of breath work. And I always have some crystal on me over my jacket right now. But usually hematite, because it's very grounding, it's a heavy crystal. So I usually have my crystals on me to keep me grounded. And I use a lot of essential oils. I love the Focus blend with peppermint and orange is really great. So yeah.
That will wake you right up too. Peppermint and orange mix. It smells so good.
And rosemary to help remember things.
Oh yeah, rosemary's nice too. Yep. I can just smell them already. What's one common misconception about your craft or your work?
So I think a very common misconception about functional medicine is that it's not scientific.
Yeah.
Because there are, you can find any article, any kind of study, any kind of science study going in the belief that you have, right? And a lot of people are like, well, functional medicine, we don't use antibiotics, we don't use medicine, we use herbs, kind of witchy. We use supplements, we use nutrition, we use lifestyle factors, we use all of these things. And people sit back and they say, oh, but there's no studies done on that. And there actually are. Yeah. You just have to know where to look. Yeah. And some of them are in PubMed. Some of them are in the American Journal of Medicine. They're in the more accepted realms of medical stuff. So people feel like just because they're not getting some kind of medication or they're not covering up the symptom, they're getting to the root cause of the symptom, they feel like their life can't get better. One of the common things I hear is that autoimmune disease can't be reversed.
I believe that it can.
It can be reversed. And I've helped type 2 diabetics reverse their diabetes.
And I feel like that there's a lot of, we're so conditioned as a society to just work on the symptoms instead of healing the problem that causes the symptoms that, like you're saying, you just go right to the root cause and heal it. You don't have the symptoms. They're like, well, I was expecting the suffering, but you don't have that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. And then what happens, right? You get a medication for one thing. I'm not saying medications are bad, right? They help calm the system so that we can work on what the root cause is. But you get a medication for one thing, and then you get another symptom. And these symptoms are all your body talking to you, saying something's not right. Yeah. I need help. Yeah. Whether it's a nutritional deficiency or too much stress or what have you.
Yeah, absolutely. Can you share a powerful or memorable client transformation?
Yes, I can. Let me pick one. One of my favorite clients, and I don't typically work with men. Men are difficult. Sorry, guys. Men can be challenging. But one of my very earliest clients was this gentleman. He was in his 80s, type 2 diabetic for 20 plus years, loved to ate out like 3 meals a day. Wow. And had a very interesting, very stressful life. His wife was on the verge of like Parkinson's or Alzheimer's. And we did reverse his type 2 diabetes. Nice. We taught him how to eat better. We taught him how to cook. Oh, yeah. We taught him how to make better choices in restaurants. He was eating dessert like every meal. And he had said to me, his daughter actually hired me, and he had said to me, I'm a grouchy old man. I don't really want to change my ways. I'm like, well, what would it feel like to not be on medication?
Yeah.
What would it feel like to not have to give yourself insulin shots every day? And he was like, well, it wouldn't be bad. Yeah. We were able to do that for him. So
Good.
Yeah.
Nice. It's funny how it's just like, nope, I'm just this way.
I've been a diabetic for 20 years. I've lived with it. It's fine.
Yeah. Oh.
He was a very sweet man.
Oh.
Yeah. Good memory.
Yeah. What sacred self-care practices keep you in mind?
Sacred self-care. I would probably say that goes back to my journaling. So when I journal, not always, because obviously sometimes we don't have time to be in our space, but like you, I have an altar. I love that. I have an altar. I have like a sacred place. And when I light my candle and I sit in that space and do my meditation and my journaling, that is like a sacred ritual to me. And again, there's a lot of things that we do at Just Breathe to teach people how to do this. And one of my favorite sacred rituals is we do a shamanic journey once a month. And it's one of my absolute favorite things. And what happens is she sets up an altar in the middle of the room and we have a conversation. She's always got a theme, right? I imagine November will be gratitude. One year it was in May and she had a whole theme about mothers, and that by the end everybody was crying. But we do this we have the altar and it's like going to church, there's that theme, and then she does meditation with the shamanic drumming, which is like just a steady beat. And then we come out and we discuss what our experience was in the meditation. And that's one of my favorite rituals. Yeah, we do that monthly.
Oh, nice.
So
nice.
I wish we did it more often.
Yeah, sometimes I just feel so great. It's like, can we do it again?
It's seriously, it's like going to church. Like you have that feeling afterwards.
Oh yeah, you can literally feel the release from your body and everything. Oh yeah. What does success look like to you as a spiritual business owner?
Really just building community, bringing that community in, calling in the people that need us. Everybody needs us right now, let's be honest. And just creating that space where people feel safe and they feel welcome to explore, right? To be in a place where other people are also in their place of exploring and be a judgment-free zone.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah.
People have to feel safe.
Yes.
And they don't feel safe right now.
No. And it's, I would see customers come in and they talk about how the safe feels good. So that's important for them to go in your space and feel comfortable, feel safe, so that they can kind of relax and drop their walls down a little bit. And, and that's a huge thing too that's leading to so many people being sick right now, is just their inability to just let go. Yeah, you literally can cause so much stress and make yourself sick by being stressed out and
by believing that you're going to be sick.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that mentalism.
There's a lot to be said for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Do you follow the moon, astrology, or seasonal cycles in your work?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes.
Anybody else feeling this moon right now?
I know, right?
Yeah. No, the full moon plays not so much in my business work, but definitely in my personal work. Like we pay attention to the full moon. I purposely got married on a new moon.
Nice.
And the moons are really, really important seasons. Pay attention to what we're eating season to season. People don't realize, eating a salad in the winter is going to affect your body very differently than eating a salad in the summer. Yeah. So eating seasonally is very, very important. And people don't even know anymore, like what food is a winter food, what food is a spring food. Yeah. They don't even know. Yeah. And, we talk a lot about that. I forgot the question.
Oh,
Sorry.
No, yeah. If you follow the moon, astrology, and seasonal cycles in your life.
Oh, astrology. Not so much astrology. That is definitely more Francesca's thing. And whenever I have something come up in my life, like, God, I'm having a bad day. What's going on? I text Mimi or I text Franny and I'm like, guys, what's going on astrologically? Because today is not very good. And there's always a reason, right? Somebody is conjunct to something. And no, I don't follow that. Honestly, I'm so busy with my science work that having time to study the astrology will be what I do when I retire.
Yeah.
It's
astrology is just a rabbit hole in itself.
It's huge. I'll never forget. I had a what's it called? Where they read your chart, the birth chart.
Oh yeah.
She read my birth chart, and we were talking, and the conversation went on for 3 hours.
Wow.
And she started like reading me and like seeing my father and delivering messages. But the birth chart itself was like, it's like a book.
Yeah. Yeah. There's so much information. Yep. Absolutely. If you could give one piece of advice to someone just starting their path, what would it be?
I would have to say be open-minded. We're getting signs all the time. And so many people shut that down.
They really do.
Yeah, be open-minded to receiving what's going on, what's happening, what messages you're being sent.
Yeah.
And, there is stuff to be afraid of. So find a practitioner that can guide you without going into the dark.
Nice. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah. What magic are you currently brewing in regards to events that are happening, classes that are happening, what have you?
We have that shamanic circle coming up. Actually, I don't know when this is going out, but it's going to be on the 15th. And like I said, we have that every month. We have beautiful sound healing every month. Our practitioner that does sound healing at Just Breathe is Bonnie Parley. She's from Three Feathers Healing.
Oh, nice.
And her ability to heal is just getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Nice. And it's been a blessing to watch her grow. So that's very exciting. We have a cacao ceremony. I'm leading the cacao ceremony with my dear friend Mimi. We're going to combine that with a crystal grid meditation. Nice. So cacao with crystal grid, which is great for manifestation. So, and just all sorts of stuff coming up. You'll have to check our website.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice. So I have some fun questions for you.
I like fun questions.
What is your sun, moon, and rising sign, if you know them all?
My sun, moon, and rising sign. So sun is Capricorn. I just looked this up recently. I believe my moon is Sagittarius, which would explain so much about my love of travel. And those are the only ones I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you have a favorite crystal, herb, or tool that you work with?
I love crystals. I love crystals. Do I have a favorite crystal? I work a lot with rose quartz. I had a phase in my life, actually, when I was first opening Just Breathe, that labradorite was my best friend. But every labradorite I own has chipped.
Oh, interesting.
They jump out of my hand, they get chipped, and I do not have a labradorite that does not have a chip in it.
Oh.
So that is interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why that is. Yeah. Herbs, I love herbs. I love chamomile for calming. When I talk herbs, like, I always refer to herbs more from the functional medicine side of things, so I look for their medicinal values. Okay. So like chamomile to help with sleep. I love lemon balm. My farm, actually, I have a CSA, shout out to Chocolog Farm. I have a CSA there, and we get lemon balm from them, which helps with sleep.
Oh, nice.
So lots of herbs in my life, lots of sage, of course, to help with clearing. Trying to think what else we have. Mugwort at our house that we also use for clearing. And herbs, crystals, and tools.
Yeah. Yep.
Not so much tools, just my good old abalone shell to catch the ash, of course. Yeah, I use a lot of candles. A lot of candles. Yeah. As you know, candles can make all sorts of things happen.
Yeah. Candles can be very fun. Very fun.
Yep.
Absolutely. What's your magical nickname or an archetype you resonate with?
Archetype. I do not have a magical nickname. Not like Mystical Francesca.
Yeah.
No, I don't have anything like that. Archetype. That's funny. I looked at my archetypes. There's an app, not an app, a website, Storytell. I'm getting it wrong. But you can actually go in there and find your archetype.
Oh.
And mine was like adventurer and magician, I believe, actually. Yeah, making things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Interesting. What's
Yeah.
yours?
Mine is a bear woman.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
I'm part Mohawk, and we're from the Bear Clan, and I've always connected with, the bear as part of my animal totems.
Mhm.
From what I learned in my history, my studies, we have 3 animal totems. One is the whole, one is a female, one is a male.
Oh.
So my bear is my female.
Oh, that's so fun. I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm sure you talked to Brie about hers.
Yes. We were talking about that. Hers is the turtle, and I was like,
Yes.
oh, you're so
Yeah.
cute. I love it. Tea or tincture?
Tea.
Tarot or runes?
Tarot.
Cauldron or candle?
Candle.
If your spirit guide had a voice, what would it sound like?
That's funny. Spirit guide had a voice. What would it sound like? He sounds a little gruff. He's very silly. Very silly. Which, like, I'm not. So it's really fun to have a spirit guide that's a little goofy. And he just sounds like, not like a grouchy old man, more like a grandfather.
Okay.
Yeah.
That wisdom and age in his voice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What a fun question.
Yeah. Thank you.
I like that one.
Do you have any pets?
I have a gazillion fish.
Nice.
So many fish.
Nice.
And we have, I have a Thai habit. Do you know those little stuffed animals with the big eyes?
Yes. Okay.
I consider them my pets.
Okay.
They all have personalities. They all have their voices. Yeah.
Nice.
I tell my friends every night I get a puppet show.
Yeah. If they're not moving on their own, then you may have to question something. But yes. That's awesome. So those were all the questions I had for you today. Was there
Awesome.
anything else you wanted to talk about?
No, I think we covered it all. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you for joining me.
Yeah. I would like to just give my website.
Yes, I'm going to put it in the description.
Perfect.
With this. So that would be the way that they can find you, is your website. So they'll go right to that.
Yep.
Yeah, so go check her out. Go check out the Salt Room. And I have not been there myself yet, but I hear lots of wonderful things about this place. I have to make a visit for myself as well.
Yeah.
And as always, come check us out at Enchanted Dragonfly. We at Metaphysical Shoppe at 99 Church Street in Whitinsville. Come check out our shop. Give this podcast channel a subscription, subscribe to it, follow it.
A like?
Yes, a like. Check out this episode. Tell your friends about it. Share with your friends. And as always, bless be and have a great weekend. Love you all. Bye, guys.
Thank you.